Hey there, Knolly Williams here, the business healer. Now you're going to love this video. I know you are, because in this video I talk about a variety of topics. And one of the topics that I talk about is beginner's mind. Now beginner's mind is the concept that you enter every single situation knowing nothing. Okay? This is a hack. It's a strategy that will help you learn a lot faster than any other strategy. When you come to, even if you are the master at something and you go to a seminar or you start reading a book or you start listening to a podcast, don't go in with the idea, oh, I already knew that. No. Come in like a baby, like you know nothing. Just arrive as a student. And the universe, God Almighty, Christ Himself will teach you things that you have that are beyond, that will blow your mind, that will just be beyond comprehension. So check out the video. This is actually an excerpt from my Knolly Coaching Club. You'll see I like to have a lot of fun with my students. I drop a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge. And if you're not in the club already, join. We'd love to see you there. You can get weekly coaching from me. You can join for just $1. Now, if you like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please leave me a comment down below. I want to know what ahas and new information you picked up from this training. All right, well, enjoy the video. So what happened? You were driving and what happened?
I'm driving to go show a house to a buyer I have, and a woman that I made contact with a year ago and gave information. I was cold calling. And so she called me yesterday because she's ready to list her house. And she said she made it really clear that she was going to talk to other agents, but she had saved my information. And what I also noticed is, I want to work with seniors, is that of the people I'm working with, 75% are seniors.
Woo! Wow.
It's just kind of amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. What's up, Terry?
Hey,
good to see you, brother. It's quite amazing, Susan, because last week, we talked about the domestic violence, that you were a survivor of, and you made a commitment. I saw your homework. I saw that you worked it in. You worked it in there. You worked it in very nicely.
Okay,
and
it wasn't flippant. I was worried it would be flippant the way I did it.
I thought it was very thoughtful, actually, because
Okay,
the way you put it, you were like, when you put the rapids, you've done so many rapids, or you conquered the rapids and so on. It was kind of like, look, I've survived it all. Bring it on. It wasn't flippant. It was just like, this is what it is. This is what's up. So, well.
thanks.
Welcome to the party, everybody. My intention is to start off every week with a little dance party. I mean, if we can't, we got to have fun with this. This is, I choose your new affirmation. I choose to make it fun and easy. Okay. You write that one down. I choose to make it fun and easy. Okay. And if we're not having fun, what's the point? And I know that for some, the fun has kind of dwindled. And so we want to make real estate fun again. Well, welcome to our call. This is the Knolly Coaching Club, our weekly call, our weekly time together. This is when you and I get to sit down. I get to look at your business and I get to share with you how to take your business to new heights, to new levels. And I'm excited to do it. I'm actually in my home for the last time. Last week, you remember I was in my office, which is completely gutted, cleared out, empty. And now I'm in my kitchen this week. And we are leaving on Sunday to Orlando. We've got a event with EXP. It's a shareholders event. And then Tuesday is the last day of that event. And Wednesday, I fly to Puerto Rico to close on my new property, on our new house. So I'm super excited for this phase of my life. And it's super exciting. I'm glad that you guys are on the journey with me. Okay, so every single thing that I've learned and everything that I'm learning is what I'm going to teach you. So that's the reason why we're here together. And thank you so much for that, Susan. I'm going to come back to you in a minute. So today, I really want to continue in our theme of building trust. Okay, building trust with your client. Okay, so the thing is, some of the things that you're learning, you're like, Knolly, I knew that already. But come at this with beginner's mind. Okay, I go to all the major conventions that our company puts on. And of course, I'm 90% of the stuff I already know. Okay. And I had a gal tell me one time, she said, Knolly, why do you have a coach? You are a coach. I'm like, well, you have to come at it with beginner's mind. That means I just woke up today, I was born today. I don't know anything. Okay. And by the way, most of the things that we think we know, we don't really completely know. Jacqueline says, we are your apprentices. Oh, I like that. That's really good. Really, really good. Good stuff. So Susan, I want to talk to you for a minute. So I love that you worked in the domestic violence thing. And let's take a look at that real quick. All right. So I was actually reviewing Susan's homework before we began the call. And I love it. I really love it. Just a couple of suggestions for you, Susan. And this was our homework from last week. And by the way, a shout out to Jacqueline and Susan for uploading, their homework. I'm going to show you guys how to post the homework because I realized I wasn't very clear on how to do that last week. So I'll be more clear this week to show you how to do that. So this is the top 10 reasons to trust you. Okay. And no matter what profession you're in, whether you sell houses, and actually there's people in our group that don't even sell houses. They're in other areas of entrepreneurship. No matter what your area is, you should have your top 10 reasons. Rosemary said she emailed the homework. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. So I'm going to give you a better strategy for upcoming weeks on how to get the homework to us. But thank you, Rosemary, for getting that to us. So a couple suggestions. I love your top 10 reasons, Susan. I would just make the font size a little bigger because you want to go ahead and fill it up all the way to where it drops all the way to where, where it kind of fills up the page, if you will. So I would go with a slightly. Now, here's where you worked in. We talked last week with Susan about the fact that she's a survivor of domestic violence. Okay. And in my book, being transparent and see, here's what happened. A lot of people think that the universe works in a linear fashion, and that's not the way God set it up. Okay. It's not the way God set it up. The way God set up the universe, it's non-linear. Okay. So in other words, this is why I'm going to stop sharing for a minute because I want to share this. I want to make sure you guys understand this. The universe is set up in a non-linear fashion. Okay. This is something you need to take note of. It's very important for you to understand this. So linear means that A plus B equals C. Okay. And as a person of math and as a person of, I love engineering and things like that. I love the concept of A plus B equals C, but it's not how the universe is set up. See, the way the universe set up, it says, this is why Christ said, give and it shall be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, okay, and running over in such a way that you will not even have room to receive it. Okay, you won't even have room to receive it. So what that means is that when you do something, when you declare something, when you put something out there, and I don't care how woo-woo this sounds to you, I'm just going to tell you how it works. When you declare something, okay, it's going to come back to you, but it will not typically come back in the vehicle that you delivered it in. Okay. So for example, Susan said, hey, I'm going to start declaring that I'm a survivor of domestic violence. And guess what happened? She got 2 deals. In fact, she was saying, well, if I start doing this, remember last week, those of you on the call, she said, if I start doing this, won't people not want to work with me? That was her hang up. That was her self-limiting belief. And what we worked through on that was, no, that's not how it works. When you make a declaration, people will clamor to you, okay? And the right ones will come to you, right? So it's not that you made a declaration to those people, Susan. You made a declaration to us as a group, and now these people are showing up in your life because you removed a barrier. See, whenever you don't share something about your story with others, you have put up a wall. You've put up a barrier to that individual, to everybody. Okay, you're not letting us in by not sharing the full story of who you are, who Susan is. So I want all of you to kind of learn from that. You know, when you send out a postcard mailing to 500 houses, you might get 3 listings in another neighborhood. Okay. But the way God set it up, okay, and God is in control of the universe. Okay. So the way the universe works is that when you put in the work, you get the result. But the result may not come directly from where you put the work in. Okay. You have to understand that. It's just the way things are. Okay. So, so I hope that is very clear to you guys. But yeah, let me go back to your homework real quick. Sometimes I get a little bit sidetracked, but I think that was very important. By the way, when I'm teaching, the Holy Spirit is constantly speaking to me. So what happens is if I ignore the voice of the Spirit, you know, James says, do not quench the Spirit. I'm just bothered my whole lesson because I'm like, leave me alone. Stop talking to me, you know, get you know. And but the reality is I have to share the word. So sometimes we go down a little rabbit hole. So here on number 9, and I was scouring through this, Susan, to see to make sure that you did put it in, and I applaud you for putting it in. You kind of snuck it in, but I'm okay with that. It says Susan brings valuable life experience to the table. She has conquered bone marrow cancer, wow, domestic violence, and class 5 rapids on an inflatable kayak. I mean, who wouldn't want to work with you? Tell me that, and show me the sucker that would not want to work with you because you're a survivor. I just don't see it, and that's not a person I would want to work with anyway. Is it make more sense to you now, Susan?
Yes, and what I remind myself of is that I'm looking for my people. I'm not, you know, and that is what's going to make my business a pleasure, because we will understand each other. And I don't know if you remember the very first class, or maybe it was the 6-week coaching class. I said I want to work with people whom I love and with whom I have love, dignity, and respect both ways. And so this allows me to do that, because you're right.
Absolutely.
If they don't get that, then kick them to the curb. I don't need them. So
yeah, and what's happening is, yeah, kick them gently. But the truth is, like we used to say in the day, throw it in the gutter and go get another. You know, but the truth is, you know, it gives you freedom when you're being 100% authentic. You have freedom in that, even if it's a screwed up you. But it's you, and no one can take that away from you. So I appreciate you sharing that. That's beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, I want to invite you out to Knolly Coaching Club. That's right. The Knolly Coaching Club is where I'm able to teach, train, and coach you every single week to your ultimate greatness. Now you can join for just $1. Go to knollycoaching.com and I'll see you on the inside.